Hi everybody, it's Catalina, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make 3 paleo-friendly meals which are absolutely delicious. You can make them any time of the week. They are very filling, very nutritious, and most of all, they're super easy to make. For this first meal, I'm making some butternut squash soup, a pork chop, and some baked kale. So the first thing I'm going to make is the kale. So I am removing pieces of kale off the stem and I'm going to place them in a large baking dish. And when you bake kale, it tends to shrink quite a bit, so I like to use a lot of it. So I'm placing all of that in the baking dish, and then I'm going to be using some olive oil, but you can use any oil you like, any fat you like. And then I'm going to just pour it over the top, and then with my hands I'm going to make sure that all of the kale is coated in the oil. And then I'm going to add a sprinkle of sea salt, and I'm going to place it in a hot oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 25 minutes. While the kale is in the oven, I'm going to make a super quick soup. So for this, I am using a couple of leeks and then I am chopping them. I don't have to be too perfect because I'm going to be blending them later. So I place this in a saucepan that has some butter melting and I'm adding the leeks there. And I'm going to cook them just for about 2 or 3 minutes until they have become a little softer and golden brown. And then I am going to add, I have here some homemade butternut squash puree. That's about, I think, a cup and a half of it. And now I am going to add some goose broth to this. You could also use just water, but when you use broth, it's a lot more tasty. And also I'm going to be adding some spices. So I'm adding just a little bit of salt here, sea salt. I'm adding a good amount of black pepper, which I love with pumpkin recipes, and also I'm adding half a little teaspoon of ground ginger. I mix everything, and then at this point you can use your immersion blender. I just placed it in my regular blender and I blended it by leaving it a tiny little bit chunky, but just depends on what you like. And then I put the top on and I'm going to get started with the pork chop. Here I have some lovely homemade lard from our own pig, so I'm placing some of that in a cast iron skillet, and then I'm going to place the bone-in pork chop, and then I cook it there for about 2 to 3 minutes until it's golden brown. Then I flip it from the other side, and once I've done that, I place it in the hot oven where the kale is baking, and I leave it there for about 10 to 15 minutes until it's cooked through, and then that results in the most juicy chops ever. I also leave them with some foil for about 5 minutes before serving them, and it's even better. And here is the final result. I put a little bit of gomasho over the soup, and here is the kale. As you can see, it looks nice, dark and green, but it also looks very crispy. And there is the chop, super easy but also very nutritious, and it's just so delicious. For this second meal, I am making a beautiful fresh salad and I'm having some fish cakes with some plantain chips. So I'm going to start by making the cakes. Here I have 1 tin of crab meat and 1 of sardines, and I mash them, and then I add some finely chopped red onion, and here I'm adding a little bit of fresh celery. You can add any veggies you want or any herbs you want. Here I'm adding some flat leaf parsley, and lastly I'm adding some dill, which is really delicious with these fishy flavors. And I am adding as well 1 fresh egg to this, and here I have some homemade mayonnaise. Look at the color of that, it's just so beautiful, made with those lovely yolks in the background. And I am adding 1 to 2 teaspoons of that mayonnaise. Really depends on what you like. There's no need to be very precise with this recipe at all. So I'm going to mix this very well, incorporate everything, and then I'm going to make some little patties, and I am going to place the patties in a hot pan which has some butter already melted, and I'm going to cook them for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. These are not like regular fish cakes that keep their shape. These are very soft and they break easily, but they are absolutely delicious. And now I am peeling a couple of these little plantains. I like green plantains much better than ripe ones because they're more savory. So I peel them and then I start chopping them into little chips, like going diagonal across the plantain, and then I place the chips into a hot cast iron skillet which has some butter in there. Make sure you use enough butter so that they don't stick, and I cook them there again for about 3 minutes on each side. Once they become brown, I flip them. And now the cakes and the plantains are ready, so I'm placing them on the plate. And while they were cooking, I made a super quick salad with arugula, raw onions, some cherry tomatoes, and some avocado, and that goes really well with this dish. And that's it. Super quick to make, super simple, very nutritious, and absolutely yummy. For this last meal, I am making a Colombian recipe. This is a veggie and chicken soup. So for this one, I'm starting by chopping one large red onion into small little pieces. And I am also adding a couple of leeks to this, again chopped into small pieces the same size as the onions. I have some fresh green beans here, so I'm washing them and removing the ends and then chopping them small. If you don't want to use green beans though, feel free to use something like broccoli instead. And I'm using about 4 medium-sized carrots, and I am peeling them and then I am chopping them into small pieces, roughly the same size as the ones of green beans. And lastly, I am going to be adding this very large potato to this. Some people in paleo don't eat potatoes at all. Some other people into paleo eat potatoes. So it depends on what you like. But if you want to leave it at, you can use more veggies instead. What I'm going to be doing with this potato is chopping it into, again, small size, similar to the carrot and the green bean size. Now in a saucepan, I'm melting some homemade goose fat and I am adding the onions and the leeks, and I'm going to cook them there for about 3 minutes, and once they become a little bit softer, I'm going to be adding the carrots and the green beans. And I'm also going to add a few fresh bay leaves, and lastly I'm going to add a chicken breast to this soup. And now I'm adding some goose broth to this, just enough to almost cover everything. And then I'm going to add some salt, a couple of teaspoons of whole cumin, and I'm going to cover this up and let it cook there until the breast is almost ready. And when it's got about 25 minutes to go, I'm adding the potatoes and a lot of fresh cilantro to this. Cover it up and then just keep simmering on low heat until it's ready. Of course, you can also make this in your slow cooker and it also works really well. Then I remove the meat from the breastbone and then I garnish with some more fresh cilantro, and that's it. It's super delicious, this soup, really warming. It's great for a cold day and it goes really well with any veggies you want on the side. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and that you found it helpful. I would love to know which was your favorite meal of the 3 of them, so please let me know in the comments down below. I'm linking my 2 previous videos and I'm also leaving my subscribe button. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!